If you want awesome products at great prices, check out the description. Prax Lindsey Refinery, a cornerstone of the UK's oil industry and the only major refinery under British ownership, has fallen into administration, sending shockwaves through the nation. The news, initially broken by Sky News, reveals the collapse of State Oil, the refinery's parent company, triggering immediate concerns over fuel security and the livelihoods of nearly 620 employees. This significant development places the government under immense pressure to act swiftly, with the refinery's annual 5.4 million-ton capacity representing almost a tenth of the UK's total oil refining capability. The situation is undeniably critical, impacting not just energy supply but also the employment of hundreds of workers, many of whom are now facing an uncertain future. Unite, the trade union representing refinery workers, has issued a strong call for urgent government intervention. General Secretary Sharon Graham voiced her concern, highlighting the strategic importance of the Prax Lindsey Refinery and emphasizing the government's responsibility to safeguard both jobs and fuel supplies. Graham's statement underscores the union's previous warnings about the precarious state of the UK oil industry, attributing the current crisis to government inaction. The union demands immediate action for short-term operational continuity, alongside a sustainable long-term plan to ensure the future of the oil and gas sector and its workforce. The appointment of city consultancies FTI Consulting and Teneo as special managers and administrator, respectively, by the government's official receiver signals a move towards stabilizing the situation. While the administrators, including Teneo's Claire Boardman, stated their intention to explore all possible options, including a potential sale of Prax's upstream business and retail operations, the uncertainty remains palpable. This includes Prax's Lancaster oil field in the British North Sea, a complex project that has been in the early production phase for several years. This further highlights the potential ripple effect of this collapse. The Prax Group, majority owned by the relatively unknown Winston and Irani Susapillai, acquired the refinery from Total in 2021. This relatively recent acquisition adds another layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. The Susapillai's low public profile only amplifies the intrigue surrounding this sudden crisis. Their ownership structure, including a 20% stake held by family trusts, further complicates the situation. The refinery's operations, along with the roughly 200 petrol stations under the Breeze and Harvest Energy brands, are separate from the insolvency proceedings. This isn't the first time Prax Lindsey's financial health has raised alarm bells. In 2021, the company reported a staggering £228 million loss, a stark contrast to a £1.9 million profit the previous year. The COVID-19 pandemic's impact on fuel demand undoubtedly contributed to this dramatic downturn. The company's meteoric growth, seeing revenues increase almost tenfold between 2010 and 2020, prior to this recent crisis, further underscores the dramatic shifts within this energy player. This rapid expansion, combined with the current predicament, raises questions about the company's overall financial management and strategic planning in recent years. The government now faces the unenviable task of navigating a complex web of economic, political, and social ramifications. The pressure to prevent a wider crisis within the UK's fuel supply chain is immense. The failure of Prax Lindsey, a refinery of national significance, marks a turning point for the UK oil industry, highlighting vulnerabilities within the sector and the potential for significant disruptions if swift and decisive action isn't taken. The unfolding events are set to dominate headlines for weeks, if not months, to come, with the eyes of the nation, and indeed, the global energy market, focused on the unfolding developments at Prax Lindsey. The long-term consequences of this collapse remain uncertain, with potential ripple effects stretching far beyond the immediate concerns of workers and fuel supplies. The government's response will be crucial in shaping the future of this key component of the UK's energy infrastructure and the many people whose livelihoods depend upon it. The situation remains highly fluid, with the various stakeholders, government, administrators, trade unions, and workers, all navigating a path through uncharted territory in the face of a significant and rapidly evolving crisis. Updates will follow as the story continues to develop. The Guardian has reached out to the Prax Group and FTI Consulting for comment.